From the Target 12 investigators, tracking the path of COVID-19.
Tonight, we're hearing firsthand from a contact tracer to see what they're doing to break the chain of infection.
Target 12 investigator Walt Buteau has the interview that's new tonight.
One case can take a contact tracer in several directions in what becomes a very important race to connect the dots. This Providence College basketball game tipped off at the Dunk about 2 weeks before the state's first confirmed COVID-19 case on March 1st. Large crowds allowed at the beginning of the crisis complicated tracking the path of the virus, according to Julian Drix, one of about 200 Department of Health contact tracers.
We had much more large events before the season shut down for big sporting events, people who attended or worked at big events at the convention center. So at some point it becomes impossible to trace everything.
Each case starts with a 20-minute phone conversation with contact tracers gathering names of anyone who was face-to-face for 15 minutes or more with the infected individual within 2 days of the first symptom. The most complicated traces now involve positive cases from crowded settings in homes and businesses.
And sometimes you can have kind of clusters related to housing, and then they interact with workplace related clusters. And then from that workplace, you have many other people that are also kind of involved or impacted by that workplace related clusters.
There are occasional dead ends.
Phones run out of minutes. They don't want to talk to us.
But if initial attempts fail, the Department of Health follows up at different times of the day.
We know that if we can just prevent, one person from spreading it to others, you interrupt that whole chain of transmission from that point.
The calls can be emotional.
Calls where you hear that there's been a death. Sometimes people are hospitalized in the ICU, intubated, and you're talking to a family member. Other times you're telling someone for the first time about their test result.
That was Walt Buteau reporting.